Hi, it's a bit of a windy, ooh, my hair, oy vey. It's a bit of a windy day, but I'm hoping you can hear me anyway. Oh boy, that's alright, whatever, I will deal with my hair later. It's certainly doing a thing, that is what's happening. Anyway, it's Monday morning, and tomorrow it is gorgeous. Oh my stars, it is like sunny and bright. Glenn Feinberg would call the sky Jerusalem blue. There's not a cloud in sight. It's breezy, bordering on windy, but still really nice. Basically, I'm a very happy camper, counselor, whatever. I'm on my way to work, and I had a really nice weekend. On Friday night, I stayed home, which I do not do very often anymore. Like, to the point where I was getting out of work, and I was like, oh, I don't have any plans, I better fix that. Wait a second, I can just go home. I don't need plans on a Friday night. Aha! Aha! Wow, sort of thing. Oh, hush, you strange dogs. Those are some very upset dogs all the time. They're sort of locked up in a backyard or let roam loose in front of the house. Whatevs. Anyway, so Friday night, stayed home, had a lovely chill evening with my roomies, watched Moving Art, which is that series on Netflix I love that is back, which I'm very happy about. And then stayed at Kenny's, or Kenny stayed at my place. Kenny stayed at my place. That is what happened. And then almost all day Saturday was helping Sarah Grace and Sterling with their move. They're moving only from 42nd Street to 48th Street, so 6 blocks. But they moved to a second floor apartment. And one of the problems, like if they had been completely packed up, we would have just loaded stuff into the truck and headed out. But their old apartment was, I couldn't even call it a 1-bedroom, a studio with a door in like sort of halfway through the apartment. I guess you could call it a 1-bedroom, maybe, if you were being quite generous. So there was literally not space for them to have packed all of their stuff already and staged it for the move. Like no one was faulting them for only being half packed. The place was full of boxes. There was no place for them to put more boxes. They did what they could. So moving was a bit of a trial. But we did it and it was fun anyway. And then Saturday evening was a Coltzetic potluck, so it was supposed to be a picnic, but it rained, and so we did it indoors at Tyler and Rowan's house. Only, like, the original plan for the picnic outside, yeah, that's what I mean, it was supposed to be a picnic. The original plan for the picnic was that everyone would bring a blanket and food for themselves, like the brown bag dinners, and, you know, be happy to share with people if you felt like it, but not deliberately bring a potluck dish. And we didn't really clarify when we moved it inside, but sort of most people were like, oh, it's inside, it's a potluck now. And indeed, basically everyone got that picture and brought a potlucky dish, so that worked out quite nicely. Some people didn't bring food at all, which was fine. We had enough, we had plenty. It was a little strange, like, this was a meal. And it's like, it's not like they couldn't, we even have a discussion about it. If someone feels like they can't bring something, that's totally fine. And we would not guilt people and be like asking them like, why didn't you bring something? But it came up that we were having that discussion of, is it a picnic or a potluck? You know, what was the food situation? And some people were like, oh, I didn't, I'm so sorry, I'm coughing. Got a tickle in my throat. I think I breathed in the wrong way or something. Anyway, and some people were like, oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to bring food to this picnic, now indoors. And the rest of us were kind of like, oh, okay. We're not sure how that happened, but that's fine. I swear I'm totally fine, this is awful. It's just a tickle in my throat. Anyway, so I'm gonna wrap it up so I can just sort of cough in peace. Sunday was a very chill day. Kenny and I had brunch, and then I stayed inside for most of the day, and then Sunday night, watched a movie night. Kenny and Jacob and Ben all came over and we watched the movie Attack of the Block, which is an amazing movie starring John Boyega as a inner city teenager in London fighting aliens. I'm gonna go so I can cough in peace. Bye.